What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Of course, I'm your host, Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV, back at it again with another banger, my friends. Kick back, relax, and come take a ride with me.
You are now locked into the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Here is your host, Brandon Blakeney.
Coach Kim Mulkey had some high praise for one of her star transfers. Guard Kailyn Gilbert out of Arizona has really found her scoring stride in the last couple of games, man. She was averaging 10 points on the season, but through SEC play, she's averaging over 16 a game. And in back-to-back contests in conference play, she has come off the bench and been a huge spark plug for LSU. And Coach Kim Mulkey had some high praise, saying that she's one of the best perimeter scorers that has come through LSU in her tenure. Big praise.
She's been that way all year. Go back to the Washington game, she hits the shot at the end to win it. KG can score the basketball as good as any perimeter player I've ever coached. She doesn't have to elevate and shoot those crazy jump shots. She just gets her shot off and she can score. As you have noticed, as I told them after the game, we have depth on the perimeter now. And it's my job to get some of these, whether you're a starter, returning player, when you're not playing good and you're not shooting it good and you can't blow by people when you play against athletic teams like an Auburn, I have some that can, and I need to just trust them and let them go do it. I think Miracle did it when I put her in there for 2 or 3 minutes. I think KG can do it. I think Shy can do it. Their games are taking you off the dribble more. Flau'jae and Michaela's not so much. They didn't shoot it particularly well today, but you got to do other things to help us win, whether it's defense or rebounding. But that lead was cut by me. I shouldn't have subbed. I shouldn't have run certain plays for certain kids trying to get their confidence up and doing things. So I'll eat that. We won. We're 2-0 in the league against a team that plays really, really hard. Coach Harris does a good job of scouting opponents, and Gaston got in foul trouble. I'm very much aware of that. And, she's really a good player. I was aware of her when I was in the Big 12, how good she was. But we're not going to apologize for the victory, but I didn't like the way the game went in the latter part of the third quarter and then the fourth quarter to cut the lead. Because if you look at the score, you think it was a close game, and I didn't think it was a close game at all.
In the last two games, their first game against Arkansas, Gilbert had 16 points in 18 minutes. And then in 17 minutes tonight against Auburn, she had 17 points off the bench as well. Definitely finding her shooting stroke. But also, man, at 5'8", an elite finisher at the cup. Nice first step. Really has a tight crossover, can blow by you and finish amongst the trees with the floater and a very crafty layup package, man. I think that LSU is definitely starting to really come together and play great basketball and get support from this supporting cast, man. They picked up the 10-point win over Auburn today, like we mentioned, who was out there without Talia Scott, which, I was kind of disappointed about, obviously. But they did pick up the win over Auburn 73-63. They shot 55.6% from the field. 0 of 6 from 3, though. Yuck. But they did get to the free throw line for 17 attempts. They won the glass battle 31-29. The turnovers, they had 10 assists. The turnovers are back. This has continued to be a trend with LSU in games that they have either lost, or not that they've lost because they've undefeated. I misspoke there. My bad, LSU fans. I didn't mean that. I mean games that have been close, where they have been pushed to the edge. Turnovers have been a key factor for them struggling. But they pulled out the win, man. Anissa Morrow led the way with 21 points and 14 rebounds. Another double-double. Michaela Williams, 10 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds. Flau'jae Johnson, 12 points and 1 rebound for her. And then Kailyn Gilbert providing most of the production off the bench, man. Like I said, just elite paint touches, bro. Like, she just is efficient around the cup as a small guard. 17 points in 17 minutes. She's instant offense. And she's one player that's taking pressure off of Morrow, Michaela Williams, and Johnson, man. Like, that big three. Look at, Nisa Morrow played the entire game. She played 40 minutes. Michaela Williams played 32 minutes. Flage played 27 minutes. Nobody else played over 25. Cheyenne Day-Wilson is giving them some steady play at the point guard position, but it's been kind of shaky. Samaya Smith, who was a double-digit scorer just last year before the injury cost her majority of the season, has looked like a shell of herself. Majority been a non-factor. Del Rosario hasn't gotten any better. Jada Richard, not much going on. Like, she didn't really play. She didn't play tonight. Which she's been getting minutes. Miracle Shepherd still trying to find her role within this offense. Last Terapoa has not been the player that she was last year. The confidence is lacking right now. Jersey Wolfenbarger, can't really trust her 100%. She's talented. I think that she will continue to progress. Consistency is really the only thing. When she's on, she can score, she can rebound, she can handle the basketball. But when she's not engaged, when she's not making plays, she's kind of just out there looking lost at times. They're relying a lot, and Kailyn Gilbert has been an X factor for this group, a player that I think can help get LSU back to the heights that they're used to being. But that's big praise from Coach Kim Mulkey when you think about the scores that have come through LSU and the scores that she's coached in her time regardless of college basketball. Kailyn Gilbert is absolutely a secret weapon for this team. She's been a walking bucket every season she's been in college. She can create off the dribble. She can hit the three-point shot. She can get to the cup. She can break down defenses. Her and Flage, open court, fast court break. That's why they're so good in transition. These two, one-on-one, they're getting to the cup. They're getting a bucket or they're getting fouled. LSU's continued to play fast. They're playing a lot of small ball, which, Coach Mulkey's always been good at playing to her strengths. So big respect to her for that. They're playing small ball, man. They don't have a big other than Anissa Morrow, who is 6'1", playing like she's 6'5", leading this team in rebounds by a large margin. They have no true 5 on this team. They're having to play to their strengths. And when you're going 0 for 6 from 3 playing small ball, that's where you get in trouble. It didn't cost them today. I think they stayed aggressive. They fought off a scrappy Auburn team that gave them an L last year. So these are obviously familiar foes. LSU got some get back. But they're going to need perimeter scoring from the rest. Miracle Shepherd, Cheyenne Day-Wilson, Richard when she's in the game, Wolfenbarger, they're going to need her to open up. She has been capable of hitting the three-point shot. I know Coach Kim Mulkey has her buried in the post, but she's got perimeter skills that you may have to utilize. But if they're going to play small, the three-point shot has to be a strength, and we haven't seen them shoot it consistently this season. I will say the fast break has looked good. The defense, they are engaged for majority of the game. But like any other team right now, they're far from a finished product. We shall see, though, if the small ball lineup is going to be a strength or a liability for this group when they match up against the South Carolinas, the Oklahomas, the Texases of the world. We shall see. The Tennessees of the world as well. But, hey, that's a wrap for us. LSU continues to pass every test, remains undefeated, so salute to them. Like I said, that's a wrap for us. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe, comment to stay up with all the latest and the greatest. Join our memberships. We got exclusive content coming daily, weekly, whenever you need it. Until next time, hey, we out.